I'm really speechless. Y'all all so well spoken. It's beautiful. You the next biggest activist for real. I want to introduce a great friend of mine. His name is John. He's the president and founder of Minnesota Justice Coalition. He's also on the, I think y'all saw him on the live last night a couple times. He's also on the Hennepin County Board of Equity and Race, and he's gonna come up here and break it off to y'all. Justice for Naya! Justice for Naya! Justice for Naya! Here you go, John. Hey, everybody take one step back one more time. And I just want to acknowledge how courageous and brave you are, Naya, for coming up and speaking. You're so beautiful. We love you. I also want to say Dante Wright's family is out here supporting you as well. Justice for Dante! Justice for Dante! Say his name, Dante Wright!
My name is Jonathan McClellan. I'm president of the Minnesota Justice Coalition. We are part of a collective of organizations that work with families and community to draft and advance legislation and other policy initiatives at the Capitol here in St. Paul and in Washington, D.C. And I did get a call today that said that many legislators are paying attention to what's going on here right now. Yes. We condemn the hateful, racist language that was uttered out this girl's mouth. But not just her mouth, many others here in Prior Lake High School. I have personally viewed multiple videos of Prior Lake students making racially derogatory comments. We also condemn the failure of the school and the district to act in a meaningful way. We are all one family. We are all in this together. An attack on one of us is an attack on all of us. And when you pair a movement with a cause of action designed to change a system, even the mightiest mountains will not be able to stop the force of that movement. It might take time, but it will move. The Minnesota Justice Coalition stands with the family of Naya. It shouldn't have taken this issue to blow up on social media for the bells to be ringing in Prior Lake High School. The optics of this situation shows they only care about their image rather than dealing with the problem. A problem that has been going on for far too long. Prior Lake High School has a racism problem, and we're going to call it out for what it is. Hate speech is never acceptable, period, regardless of age, and should not be tolerated. My question to the superintendent and principal is what is being taught here to educate our youth about racial equity, justice, and history. I also believe that not only the youth, but some staff need a refresher course as well. The Lieutenant Governor, Peggy Flanagan, already stated the state of Minnesota is not a safe place for black people. Now I question the city of Prior Lake specifically. We need to address this problem around racism and rip it out by its root, wherever it rears its head. It has been reported that the district has launched an investigation into the students involved with this video and will take appropriate action. We are demanding full transparency and accountability from the superintendent, Terry, Principal John Betzick, and the Savage Police Department and the Prior Lake Police Department. Prior Lake Principal John Betzick said in a letter to staff and families that over the past several years, we have been engaging in conversations with students in an effort to create a respectful school environment. We are determined to continue to work with students and create opportunities for open dialogue so that they can be heard. This includes educating students about the impact of their actions and the consequences if they choose to infringe on the rights of others, end quote. The students are still waiting for accountability that you speak of. According to the U.S. News and World Reports, 83.2% of the population at Prior Lake High School is white, and only 4.3% of the population is black. The school has an obligation to protect its vulnerable student population, not dismiss their complaints or tell them they have to learn to deal with it. This is unacceptable. This school has allowed people of color to come and share their story. The school will take the credit with a photo op, but has no follow-through. The school's lack of action creates a hostile learning environment for students of color. Students who engage in this racist behavior should be expelled at a minimum. Yes. Teachers and staff who condone this behavior should be fired. There should be a zero tolerance for racism. The state of Minnesota has a statute, Minnesota Statute 121A.031. And this school has violated more times than I can count based on the reports that we're receiving from students, both current and past. George Floyd was murdered only 22 miles from this high school. To the people of Prior Lake, these are no longer problems that are not being addressed in Minneapolis and St. Paul. This is happening in your backyard, and if in your kids' schools, putting your children at risk. You must hold your elected leaders to account, you must hold your school officials to account, and you must speak up and stand up against racism and injustice. Your secret is out of the bag, and your privilege will not protect you or hide you. So do the right thing. And to the leaders at Prior Lake school staff, do not shrink. You have a responsibility and obligation to your students. Do your job. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "We may have come on different ships, but we're all in the same boat now." Yes. The question is, what will you do to change and fight for equality and justice? The children deserve that, and if not now, when? If not us, who? All eyes are on you, and everyone is watching. Thank you.